Previously in Perseverance Full Clearance, Pep defeated Naxon once again, only for Naxon to say he was never the main villain. Esperia proceeded to unleash 1% of her power and kill most of London. She then got into Pep's mind and steal his angel gene, causing his devil powers to become more dominant. Although Pep seemed to have won, Esperia immediately came back and drained its ability to deafen from Pep in order to break him. This caused Esperia to feel last-minute remorse due to her own backstory, but is it too late to salvage this situation? What the? Esperia's childhood friend. Peaceful, isn't it? Who are you? What are you doing here? You're the witch hunter, right? Apparently, but it's had very little relevance so far. And I think you've had the power to defeat her all this time, but never even known it. Really? I don't think anything can really defeat Esperia. Nothing physical can, but in a way, you've already beaten her. You just don't know it yet. I don't even care for fighting anymore. I just want to live out what pitiful an existence I can manage before she comes to use me as leverage. I don't think she will at this point, but I won't derail us with that. You're a witch hunter, and this veil of anti-light is witchcraft. Do you really think all this time those eyes of yours were just for show? Focus on what your heart desires, and the void of light will disperse. It would have been nice to know this way ahead of time, before everything went to hell. Do you know what you desire? I'd like to go home, even if my parents don't live there any longer. Close your eyes, focus on what your heart desires, and then reopen them. Alright, I'll try. See, you can do it. Thanks. Who were you? Wait, there's no door on the market. Long story about basically Esperia's mother who poses a childhood friend disguised so the laws of Galvana will allow it. Basically, I'm a guardian angel, which is the inverse to a soul catcher. You don't have wings or a halo. Silly, I do. I just have them dismissed right now. We're designed to be able to blend in with mortals, as both us and our inverses are important to the main cycle of mortal propagation. Explain, why are there so many angels and demons among us? To keep populations in check, Esperia and Naxon were listed to depopulate this country after a great war since the baby boom had gotten out of hand. They were also the ones responsible for instigating that same war in the first place. Wow, so when overpopulation becomes a thing, this sort of shit happens. More or less, so Esperia and Naxon were particularly rough about it. On the inverse, areas with lower dwindling populations call for the attentions of those like me, those who preserve and foster life. Population control. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Machine Devil from Get in the Car Loser. It's vaguely implied that the Divine Order only keeps the schedule and keeps anyone from interfering with the Machine Devil because they want population control on humans, just like they do with plant life. That's just a theory of mine. I'm not sure if it's actually true, because the dev apparently gave up on finishing the story, unfortunately. Held up deals with depopulation, while Galvana, or Heaven, the moral terms as you know it, as deals with repopulation. Together, the two keep a balance and typically stop races from being wiped out or becoming overabundant. That actually explains a lot of the vibe I've gotten from Naxon and some of his minions. They seem to think of it all as a big game. Well, I think when you die, life is a lot easier to not take seriously. Morals are a race to fear death, otherwise they'd be boring. And when immortals like Esperia, Naxon, and the like have essentially an eternity, they do tend to begin thinking of morals as toys. And if they break, then they simply know they'll understand when they reach the worlds after. It's cruel, but also kind, huh? C'est la vie. I'm not sure why, but I feel a lot better about all this suddenly. I'm gonna go home and see if I can't just enjoy myself. Thanks, XEPP'S mom, who is also her childhood friend. You can call me Sarah if it's easier for you. That would be easier. Thanks, Darl. You're welcome. Okay, but they still do go some unnecessary sadistic lengths, so yeah, it's gonna be hard to forgive, huh? And I can't get the item that was supposed to be there now because there was never any path to it to begin with. I've been cleaning up the mess. I see you found how to use your hidden witch hunter powers. Good luck, Nola. Wait, are we going all the way back to the Hellgate? No, I guess not. We have to go beyond it. All the way to her home, I guess. Why is the Divide of Earth and Steel mostly untouched compared to the rest of the city? Esperia. Getting some fresh air too, huh? Yeah. I can see in your eyes. You regret what you did. Yeah. Seems regardless of how dead and detached you become, you never truly lose your humanity. I'm not afraid of death now. I'd thank you if you hadn't been so graphic about it. I wish I could have been so strong about it. Yeah, you're getting forgiven pretty easily here. You woke as a a monster within, huh? Worse, I came very close to becoming it. I envy you for having parents that both loved you dearly. But you can't bring back Civoli at this point, so isn't it too late? Rough, so that's what happened. You catch on pretty quickly. You want to make this right to make amends, right? There's no way I can ever amend or atone for what I've done, but I want to at least do what I can. I'm sure he can get Pep back, but he's broken currently. He's let Zepp take over. That's very dangerous. If Pep doesn't get a hold of himself before Zepp has to retreat, his conscious psyche may die forever, forcing a split power struggle between his angel and devil gene. The best case scenario is one takes dominance, but I'd say given Pep's level of willpower, that they would both coexist, creating a cherub, which is a very undesirable outcome. A cherub? Half angel, half demon. Their existence alone is an ill omen for any universe. They are capable of using both hate and love to fuel their angelic and devilish powers, making them essentially one of the most powerful beings in existence. That probably sounds hypocritical, given that I was about to drain him of both sides of power, but I'm already Helldothian. Angelic mana simply gets converted into demonic mana, or Arcanfire. His mortality means the systems which govern such transformations aren't prepared to deal with it, as there are not supposed to be mortals that possess powers that were filled by Arcanfire or Neverlight. Neverlight? Is that the universe of demonic mana? Yeah, it's angelic mana. It's regenerated with love and compassion, while Arcanfire is regenerated with hatred and discord. Interesting, so I have to wonder, if I died, would I get to choose which I became? Yes, at least unless your ascension is rigged. I don't feel pulling that on you would be very necessary. I've messed with your life enough. I hardly need to involve myself in your death. So Pep loses conscious psyche. Will it be in, I don't know, Helldothr wherever he goes? Unlikely. The universe is ruthless when it comes to alterations in its design. Shrubs were never meant to exist. The fact that one has even the possibility to is a frightening revelation. So what about Pep? If his conscious self doesn't wake up, I doubt he'll be going anywhere. He'll likely be erased. If you're familiar with the term, it means he will cease to be, entirely. No afterlife. We can't let that happen. And who could even erase a... Too many questions, Nola. Even speaking the aspect of erasure's name is bad form. Let's focus on the matter at hand. We're left with only one option. We have to get Pep back. And to do this, we'll have to enter his mind. Oh boy, he's crazy enough on the outside. How would we even disable Zepp? It takes a lot to just get Pep unconscious. I'm afraid I don't know. I think that's something you'll have to work out on yourself. Meanwhile, I'll prepare a spell so you can join me in our invasion of his mind. Can you just go in and... Nola, please, who do you think I am? It'll have to be you who talks to him. I can sit by and help out, but you'll need to be there. He harbors more feelings for you than he does most. I suppose you know because... I'm not blind to passion, Nola. During our battle, his heart was beating so vividly I thought he might have learned to fear. But I was wrong. Everything he fights for is about you and his family. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest. Not of him or you, but of that feeling. It's one of the downsides to dying. Inevitability becomes a lot less worrisome, and fears he had of dying in life virtually vanish. So this spell, will it require me to be alive? No, but why? You'll see. Meet me back at Splodes and prepare that spell. I'll fetch Zepp. Alright, good luck. After some searching, I found him. Big Ben Overlook. Pep, stop wearing that stupid cloak and... The red rapscallion you know can't hear you, but you can call me Pep still, if you like. I am a part of him, after all. Listen, you need to come back to Splodes. I'll be going back soon, but I have a final dance to do. A christening of all that has been so utterly corrupted. What are you planning to do exactly? Bury the painful memories of this country, in the only way the devil would approve of. You're going to blow it all up? How's that factor into Pep's interests? The boy's goal was never to protect the sea. It's as immaterial to him as this personification of his psyche may be to you. It serves only as a reminder of all who have suffered. It deserves a proper burial. What about our world, our livelihood? What about... Those sound like your goals. Restoration was on the agenda, but the last 2 days have made it clear that Britain we know and love is lost. I'm simply quelling the suffering. This was the last resort. You should be honored that the boy will go to such lengths to keep a promise he made you. I'll do all that is necessary to make sure he doesn't wake up unsatisfied. For now he needs to sleep. Why do you keep calling him the boy as if he's your protege? You're the same person. Because he does not realize what power he truly commands. He's been running from it for much of his life, but lately he's beginning to see just how powerful he truly is. He's still in the apprentice of his powers. I've been nudging him towards them more lately, as they could well save everyone he holds dear. They didn't save the one who broke him, nor did they save anyone else who he cared about. So what exactly is he, or you, trying to save? Tell me the truth, Impetus. What are you fighting for? His family, or all that's left of it. This has always been his goal. Be at ease, Nola. You needn't fear that your friend is succumb to any sort of corruption. That said, he will not be able to return until his angel gene is reactivated, and that Frost Witch may be the only one who can do it. So you'll have to convince Esperia of what's more important, if you wish to recover the fool you know and love. I already got it all sorted out. You need to come with me. If you cannot truly return until the angel gene is reactivated, then there's even more danger we may lose Pep forever. I'll be at Splodes soon. You go on ahead and get her to put up some sort of barrier to keep you safe. This will be quite a blast. I can't let you do this. I won't let you do this. The world is all I have, and without I'm as nothing as your tone is, and I don't want that. Understandable. Very well. If you can defeat me in a duel, then I'll deactivate explosives. So if you lose, you must promise me you'll survive. My host will never forgive me if I let you die. Much as I have a bit of my own agenda, I'm going to find sharing space with the boy. I don't wish to displease him more than I have already. Thank you for understanding. Bro, why is this fight even necessary? Now, while I agree to fight you, I don't want to destroy you. If you die at my hands, Pep would never forgive me or himself. Is the world really worth this much to you? Deep down, it sounds utterly ridiculous, but my heart is telling me that this is what I need to do. It would be so much easier to let you do this and retreat the explodes, but I can't. It's hard to even explain why. I have to do this. I'm not sure if a part of me wants to experience her power firsthand, or perhaps I'm even foolish enough to try and beat it. But something's telling me that not doing this will be an absolute nightmare. Perhaps my witch hunter instinct's talking. Perhaps it's the world calling out to me, but something is happening. Perhaps you have a hidden power as well. I think we all do. No, I know now. Termi's original plan was to create an army of those who wield special properties. I can't believe I didn't work this out sooner. What the? I knew it. Now we'll see, Zep. If even you are above nightmares. What? That's a lot of people.
Where did this come from? She's definitely only mortal, but yet she's putting out almost as much power as I do.
Can I save first? Incredible. Is this really how much the world means to you? No hard feelings, Siri, but some things are more important. This is my world to protect. Very well, let's begin. I have still no intent of killing you, but at least I can at least feel as though this may be a fair fight. I don't intend to kill you either. I just don't want all we've worked for to be destroyed. And let's see then, if you can save the world you know and love. Man. Draw! Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm doing at all in this fight. I'm just throwing out hitboxes and hoping for the best. Oh my goodness. How many civilians are even still alive in Britain? They never really clarified that, I feel like. We know most of them in London are dead, but that's about it. So let me heal. Oh my goodness, this part is... I don't know how to fight this boss. Is there even a safe spot? Oh my goodness, can I... I'm just trying to cheese out a safe spot because this is ridiculous. Okay, another one down. Holy shit. Okay. Maybe I can cheese this out. I don't know. Ow. I know you're stuck on that fucking row for some reason. I'm supposed to regen shoot ya. There we go. Cheesed because of those ridiculous hitboxes. Like, seriously, I failed. Put your chin up, Nola. You may have failed to save the material world around you, but there's a world you can yet save. And it's one that cares about you as you do it. Now go. After giving this country its last rights, I'll be demolishing the reminders of the past, so none have to know that you failed to protect it, nor that Pep failed to respect it. This does... What? This is such weird writing. Why do you have to destroy the entire country? Like, if we're gonna do such a thing, at least get Pep's permission or something. Is there really no one left alive in the country? Can't we, like, rally the survivors or something? At least try to evacuate them to safer lands? Alright, but I will help you, Pep, I promise. If Pep could see you now, I'm sure he'd be uninspired. As you were, Nola. I'll be with you at Splodes shortly. You all have waited long for this nightmare to end, and I am he of deliverance. I speak defeat, old kings and queens of past, those whom once naively ruled these lands of honor that we foolishly begrudged. But you need to suffer any longer. The devil behind the pale door and her heirs shall never fall into obscurity. We will be remembered, and my host will see to that. I feel like this was just an excuse to have a boss fight against Nola. But for your poor suffering spirits, rest is at long last at hand. You have surely waited long. The removal of the Naxonite taint and the experience dread from your world, and I have made the due preparations. It's funny, they say ruin brings about creation. It seems that in the current state the country is in, ruin's the least proper burial you've all yearned. You needn't thank me. Thank the one they call Pep. He's the one you should all know. He's the one who will be remembered. Truly he is a fool, but in a way that can save worlds, galaxies, and possibly even the universe. The blood of your royal lineage still runs through him. Now, a final midnight toll of the Big Ben's bell is nigh. From its soon silenced cacophony will erupt the retribution this country had silently sought since this reclamation. All this public servant, saboteur, and one, to erase the mistakes of our deluded damned in the only way left. Farewell, my queen country. May the grace of Galdaf let you forgive and in time appreciate the bold gesture soon to be committed. For what good memory may remain the defaced obelisk which once seated your clergy has now been overshadowed by their dread corruption. Today the next nights have been ended, the experience have given way, and so the final blessing of this country is to forget they ever existed. Towers of tyrants shall fall. I don't know, I feel like remembering history is important too, to make sure we don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Seriously, that was an insane boss fight. There were barely any safe spots that I could find. I had to just camp out the safe spots to heal, and then just throw out hitboxes until I could get rid of the most annoying characters, and just snipe the rest from a safe distance, because there's pretty much no safe haven. There are very few safe spots with all those shurikens flying around. How come my shurikens can't do stuff like can't linger forever like that? Is he coming? Yes, but you need to put a powerful barrier around the shop right now. Alright, why? He's gonna blow up the whole city with the explosives combined with his own powers. I tried to stop him, but I lost. He's way too powerful. That's definitely not something Pep would do. Zepp and his goals do definitely differ then. The main thing is you're still alive. But not for long. I don't understand. You will. Nola, if you die here, Pep may never really call himself. Don't try to stop me. I know what I'm doing. I know what you're worried about, but you needn't worry. Pep will forgive you, much as you really don't deserve it. I see. Well, wherever way you die, make sure your body is on the yellow spell circle, otherwise we'll not be able to bring you in. Zepp also needs to be on the red one. Don't worry, Esperia, I got it. Better not be pulling anything ill-advised here, Frostwitch. Welcome home, Pep. Don't worry about her. It's me you need to worry about. Get on the red spell circle over there, Pep. Nola, are you sure you... Now! Seems Pep trusts you, even though I don't. Listen to me very carefully, Pep. You're going to see me again very soon, and together we'll fix all this. But first, it's going to be a little rough on the ice, as you said. It's always darkest before the sunrise. Wait, where are you? Is she seriously going to... Nola, what are you doing? Hey, don't worry about that. Listen, Pep, you need to be unconscious for this to work, so I'm doing this. Don't take it to heart. It's time I spade the queen. Now, where did she learn about that? No, please don't. This isn't right. This isn't what I want. Hey, too bad. It's what I want, Pep, and you wanted me to be happy, right? Did he say that? I found him to the spell circle. Whatever you're going to do, Nola, do it now. What are you doing? Saving you from yourself. Nola, good golf, she really did it, and she's smiling. Ugh, what is this feeling? Pep, are you alright? Ugh! Don't let my death be in vain. Heh, sweet dreams, Pep. Pep, I can't, hold on. It's taking every ounce of my being not to collapse. And we're alone in the room of Esperia and Nola's dead body. What do you mean just let it happen? Are you crazy? Alright, I hope you know what you're doing. She did it. Alright, here goes nothing. Lord of the Damned, hear my call. Saradop, ask a favor. The evil utility wishes to enter the mind of the phantasmal Xerox. With the help of Nightmare's Wake, we seek to save the soul of the persistent Catalyst. Seems you made all the right preparations, but the Lord of the Damned has to wonder, why is the Catcher of Souls trying to save one? That doesn't seem like her. We're undercurrent. I can give you the whole story when I get back. Sounds like it'll be a good story. Alright, Frostqueen, make sure to do your part and give it a good ending. I'm giving you that chance. I won't fail. Now that sounds like the Esperia. No? Alright. Mind games begin. Enter at peril and persevere till the deeds of damnation or depravity. Release. I'm really not sure this is necessary. Seriously blew up the entire country? And the fact 5. Act 6, the devil. Enter madness. You really did a number on him, huh? It was nothing like this when I left. This level of inner turmoil is severe. We need to find Pep as soon as possible. Right, let's go. Wait, you're in my party? What? I don't know. I don't know about this. Okay, one chance to save. I'm not crazy. Help me. You know, it would have been nice of you to come around sooner, Esperia. Yeah, it's way too late. My mind is a bit of a wreck too. I apologize, but we can still get you back. Why bar? Have you actually given up? Yeah, Esperia, you win. You can have it. My soul is yours. Just let me join them afterwards, okay? No, you keep it. Huh, man, I'm glad you answered that way. My mom would have never forgiven me if that gambit didn't pay off. That was a test, wasn't it? I was about to gut you too. Don't scare me like that. It's actually really refreshing to see you both. You both changed dramatically. I'm proud, really. You have too. Seems I was right about you from the start. Boy, you took your time though. I'm not here because I like you, but you're way more important to the world than you know. Be honest, Esperia, it's pretty transparent that when you pull a Sundari shtick like that. Pretty unbefitting for one who is usually so brutally honest. Speechless? Huh, first time for everything, I suppose. Incredible, he's completely got Esperia figured out. What's more is she's turning pink with embarrassment. Even if we don't save him, death was worth it just for this. Listen, I know you both went through a lot of bullshit to get here, so thank you. I'm so glad for that, at least. You both woke up. That last you both woke up. Woke up! Look at you, Esperia. You've changed so much I wouldn't even know you were the woman who brought me here. Yeah, a 180. Probably just as well you dress like such a tramp. I may have no idea you're the same person otherwise. God damn it, I can't even be mad at petty insults like that. How did you do this, Pep? Told you already, I can't seem to hold a grudge. Too much energy for something so pointless. But if you meant, how am I such a charming bastard? Your guess is as good as mine. Noted. Pep, I've never seen you like this. You're so calm and control, but still the same goof I know, yet even more charming. We have to get you out of here and to resume your role. Well, I guess flattery isn't the solution, but I'm ready. How do we proceed? The angel gene seems to have gone from where I left it, and you're probably aware, but your mental state ensemble has become a bit less tranquil. So Zep, I want to play a game. It's called putting everything back the way I fucking left it. You hear me, you edgelord trash? You could have gotten us killed. But I didn't, did I? You should have more faith in me, Zep. How am I supposed to know you'll keep us alive now that there's no future or family to return to? Everyone's dead now, Pep. The country in ruins. Well, I'm feeling better now. Curse you doing what the fuck I told you to do. Now, you can do it again. It's not going to be that easy this time. Uh-oh. Do they always fight like this? You'll have to prove to me you're strong enough to keep yourself safe in the future. So be it. Guess we're going to play a game. What? Guess I have to continue this way. What? Mom, sorry about, my boy, why are you apologizing? Well, I kept this promise I asked you to. That both was just then was risky, but seems your judge of character is about as persistent a trait in you as your love for all you hold dear. Mom, no need to be sad, Nola. You'll be able to join me very soon. A bit silent there, Esperia. Were you the one who summoned me here? I just don't know what to say. I was wrong about you. I thought you were beyond words or reason, that there was no good in you at all. That you've proven me wrong about this is apology enough. I only got to see the side of you that you wanted the world to see. But it seems you understand what I meant now. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you may find a lover yourself. Pep, why is everyone in your family so fucking nice and forgiving? Yeah, this would never happen in any other work of fiction. Where to even start? And if it did, it would take a very, very long character arc. The hardships you and Naxon brought upon us made us more dependent on each other. Not many of us ever fought for revenge. It was always for love. Speaking of, I have something to give you, my son. I won't be needing them where I am now. My love, my compassion. It's yours now. Divine Spears, but that's an angelic weapon. It won't accidentally do something to his angel psyche, will it? Incredible. These are the spears you're using. Now go. You've got a mental mentor on the move, and I'm not in any mood to see you collapse into insanity after what you've been through. Oh, you're just as amazing as before, Saboli. Hope it's not too intoxicating. We've essentially an eternity of it together. Go now, Pep. Show your mind what love you're truly capable of. Okay, this is the final weapon. Wow, we finally got the freaking tutorial for it, long after we needed it. Projectiles that either shoot out from all directions or can be fired in an acute salvo. Does more damage before it travels from a stationary position. Opponent far-reaching, like the White Queen herself. Really should put a blue potion here. Just a simple parkour thing, I guess. What? Oh, don't tell me I have to fight here. Okay. Zepp's playing field. I gotta save. Seriously, 2 party members. If only we had a turn-based RPG. You know what we must do, don't you, my host? Yeah, I'm ready. Even though you're easily twice my power, and even though you have the devil's regenerative power, I don't doubt my chances. Are you serious, Pep? You're only a mind's mortal shell. Well, he's on par with a demigod. Well, you're stronger than him. Can't you help me? It's the only way. He must be strong if he is to prove himself worthy of reestablishing more control of the body. We'll help you out, Pep. It's why we're here. No, you won't. What? He must do this alone. He won't have you when he returns to the waking world. Pep against you. That seems a bit unfair. Life really is. It's a quote from one of your ingratiating book. Bastard. It's okay, guys. I'm gonna do it. I know why Zepp insists on this. Sheesh, have some faith in your Pep. He got this far, didn't he? Yeah, alright. I hope you know what you're doing, Redo. You're welcome to watch your battle, though. Follow me to the door beyond. The final battlefield. Nothing with this book, though. Observation Epicenter. My last chance to talk? I'm sure you can do it. Good luck. Knowing what I do of your condition, this fight could get messy. Zepp is immensely powerful, and here he has administrative control. But thinking back, there was never a challenge set before you that you gave up on. Despite you personally has let me see that despite it all, you have a really good chance. A train? How come this train actually looks bigger? Welcome to probably one of my favorite places you fought up. The mind's beauty, huh? You have quite a stellar imagination. It's one of the very nice things about living here. A chaotic mind like yours is perfect for sorts like me. Your Helldothian lineage isn't something to be ashamed of. I'm not here to be flattered, Zepp. You know what we have to do. That reminds me. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but did you set up all Britain to blow? Yes, I thought you wouldn't mind, seeing as Nola and Esperia would be safe. Saving the country was never your true goal, was it? No, but blowing it all up was the last resort. I said the same to Nola. It was beyond help, Pep. Well, I hope you were thorough. It'd actually be very interesting to wake up and see a huge, completely different land. It'll be very lonely out there, which is why we must do this. What if there were still civilians out there? Were there? I feel like you should clarify that first. I'm ready. Is it just London that was destroyed, or was it all of Britain? I don't know. Good, but first, I think this is our sort of battle. Well, devil versus mortal, master versus pupil, vigilance versus perseverance. Now we're talking. I don't know what's going on with this gimmick. Well, then let's begin. It's not always clear where the big one goes. Seriously, these disjointed hitboxes are not fun to try to interpret. I'm sure that's middle. I'm sure that's down. I think it's the same row he's in, I think. Middle, because he's there. Oh, fuck. He's gonna do a middle again. Oh, fuck. Shit, these things didn't spawn anywhere. That's the problem. Oh! It's gonna come for a middle. I just need a few more seconds. It seems when I heal, there's a slight iframe. I don't know. Oh! Come on. Bro! It's 0 seconds! What the fuck? Hey, you're doing well, but don't get cocky. We've got some trials ahead just yet. I'm right for you can throw at me, Zep. I can't lose. Seems you are as renewed as ever. Very well. Give me a save point. What the fuck was that? What? He's just gonna chuck a giant projectile at me. What do I do? Once upon a time, two factions whom were both aligned yet set apart by differences sought to make a merger between their peoples. The Angels of Galvan and the Devils of Hell sought one who could bridge the divide between them. Anomaly, are you to be hated or loved by both? Are you at least beginning to understand my host? Just how important you are. He's gonna be a peace broker? What? I'm starting to get the idea, but yeah, if that was my fate, I'll let it come naturally. For now, forget the Devils and Angels. Those who still live are my priority. It's unnerves me that we still can exist. Mortals were never meant to possess both an angel and or a devil gene, let alone both. Quit worrying. If we someday get silently erased, there's not anything we can do about it. We may as well just persevere and get on with it. Even if it's all worthless in the end, why not just enjoy it and give it our all? I see now. This is why they like you. You're truly the fool. Never afraid to push forward into the uncertain future. Always to persevere, even at the price of myself. Even after the entire country got fucking blown to bits. I've always myself envied you. Envied that. I can't feel the same way. There's so many things about you that contradict how I feel about the world. You know what your name means better than I do, Anti. Very clever. So what's the reveal this time? Is it big? Literally so. Ah. Surrender to the horror within. Oh my goodness, that took so long. Just need to be patient with some of these. Holy shit. Aww. Thing is, I have to wait for these fucking guys to move too. Just a fucking management puzzle. Okay. Die! Oh, didn't have to use any items. Yeah, it's been a while. Boy, have you been up to some crazy stuff. I can't begin to tell you just how proud I am. You've been watching. I'm not sure how I should feel about that. Are you kidding? Do you think I'd miss out on seeing where you took the legacy after I passed it on? You were far more capable and pious than I ever was, even if you blew up the freaking country. But London, most of Britain is now gone, and worse, I had to sacrifice Mom too. Don't get sidetracked on the bad things you did. That's exactly what perseverance is all about. I wouldn't have given you a title if I didn't deem you were ready to take it on. It's a huge responsibility, but you've done so much with it, it makes me look really lazy in comparison. But when the chips were down, you sacrificed yourself for what you believed in. I selfishly... You believe in the promise, and that's okay. Huh, do you have any idea how many times the bully tried to get me to make the same one? He didn't make it. You know as well as I do, it isn't a good idea to make promises. But hey, by the looks of things, he made 2 promises of the right sort. Vigilance and perseverance aren't worth anything if you can't compromise when some things are more important. You did what I never would. You cast aside your own personal quest to do something for someone else. That's an incredible sign of growth. I always knew you'd do a better job of this than I would. Look at people you've inspired to join your cause. You defeated Naxon, even fought Esperia on her terms and not really won. Unlike me, you didn't give up. You fought even when your body would no longer function. Even when she could easily have killed you outright. You fought and you persevered so hard that it changed her. My legacy was never entirely about saving the country. It was about protecting what I loved and cared for. When it came down to it, I can only protect myself and you for all for one day. But you're telling me that all the epic just magic you've been pulling, it's worthless? I don't know where you developed this self-defeating attitude, but cut it out, would ya? Alright. Yeah, sorry, I guess I still feel responsible for a lot of bad things that happen. It's okay to feel responsible, but don't let the bad you did outweigh the good. People, thousands, even millions, were happy to die for your revolution. That's the sort of thing I can only have dreamt of. You're a voice of action I never had the courage to be. You achieved in the span of a week what I hadn't gotten close to in over a decade. Seeing your fights with Esperia made me realize why I wanted to hide. I didn't have the courage to regale you did. You're ready to die 1,000 deaths just to protect what you love. I was only ready to die once. You're better than me, Pep. I'm so proud of you. Alright, thanks, Dad. It means a lot. I see I've been letting too much negativity get to me. Thanks for a pep talk, but I should go and deal with myself. If anything, you should be the one giving me a pep talk, but I'm glad I could help out, son. For in this battle, you'll be alone. However, I'll be watching and rooting for you all the way. I won't let you down. Death isn't so bad, but I'm glad I got to speak to you and get some closure, if you allow it. No better time than now, 7-0 brother, oh pal of mine. Good to see Death has been kind to you. I've learned so much it's frankly absurd, but just be assured that I was sort of looking forward to it. You have no idea how great it can be to be able to rest at last. No more nightmares. And I'm glad to see you so happy. Got any tips for my soon-to-be oblivion of myself or whatever? Well, only the obvious things. Zep will be using the Red Tempest, and will likely expect that you won't do so as part of the test, or game to use the term he does. Wait, there's still more?! You know most of his powers. What is important is to remember is that alone you and he are about equal when it comes to health points. What? However, he has the ability to regenerate naturally, and due to the Red Tempest, possesses double your potency with all weapons. One small misstep on your part could quickly land you in dangerous territory. He will also likely disable some of his own devices, such as projectiles and mind-bending tricks. I foresee that is very likely, since he seems to be in town and making sure you can stand up to him on your own merits. So more tricks than would be possible in real space would be detriment to the purpose of the game. You have one advantage over him, however, perseverance. I've seen you use that power like a god, inspire people by the thousands. You even caused Esperia to have a change of heart. I think she sorted that mostly on her own. Regardless, had you given in earlier, had you broken the promise, you've never known her like this, right? Well, that's one way to put it. I'm just glad I was dead before you had to make that choice. It was a cunning ploy, and if Esperia had been entirely morally bankrupt, it would have worked, but it seems you were right to believe. Believe what? That there was a little bit of good in everyone. You said it to her yourself, but then expressed doubt. You guys have been watching me this whole time, haven't you? After we decided our place, we indeed joined the spectators. Seems you're quite a hot topic here in the worlds after. Wow, so what is everyone held off and stuff gonna be perving up my mind? That's really not cool, kind of not cool and quite invasive. Our viewpoint is limited. I wouldn't worry about it. Go now, brother of mine. While I can aid you with advice, this is a fight you must face alone. We will all be rooting for you. I don't know if I'm ready for an actual fight against Zep full power. Gosh, look at you. Full of more beans and chipper than ever. Seems Esperia's ploy, evil and clever as it was, backfired disastrously. So no broken promises. I'm sorry about having you killed. That shit is gonna haunt me forever. You didn't apologize. Remember what I said. I never forgive you if you did break her promise. That truth still hasn't taken your soul, and I doubt she'll ever even try now. It's nicer anyway. Peaceful, calm, relaxed, and I'm back with your fire. Something to just off myself when I wake up and join you. Don't worry, we'll be patient. You know I would much rather you make the most out of your life than selfishly wish you were here. No dying, okay? You've done well obeying that order, so keep it up. Alright. I'm so proud of you. Even after all you've been through, even after seeing everyone around you die, you're still fighting with all your all in memory of those you love. To be your murder is such a joy. Are you trying to make me explode? I'm already too red. Oh darn, nothing gets past you, does it? Be less of a joker about it. That means a lot to me, and regardless of what anyone says or does, you're the best mom a kid could ever have. The amount you could still show love in a world like ours. I don't know how you did it. You coped with all the hardships and stress so well, even when you were being killed. Not flinching and keeping a brave face on was more important to you than just letting go. Me and Nola both saw that. You knew she was gonna make us watch, so you just stood there still and unfazed. I was waiting for you to scream and lose it, but you didn't. You did that for us. Solely for us. If Esperia was curious if you were coward and deaf, I guess you gave her a big fat no too. You thought about it that much, huh? Your loss was definitely one of the heaviest. I'm so glad you have found death so forgiving. Well, especially love to talk and talk and talk. We'll all have the time for that in the universe should you succeed. Go now, Pep. Mind the master. Don't be alarmed. Seems Lola can bring back the spirits of those she charged into your mind for a time. How's stuff treating you? Where'd you end up going? Galvan, and I'll be able to help you out on the moral plane of loneliness if you succeed here. Paperwork is already sorted, apparently. Cool. Hope you didn't see me being all uncool there. It was so embarrassing not cool me. I don't know. Probably not. I'm sure I remember any time you weren't being cool. Will you be helping out? I can't. This next battle is your own. It's not going to be easy. Seriously, I don't know how this fight's going to work. But you didn't come as far just to give up, did ya? Hell no. You know me too well, Kara. Give us a show, Peppy. Everyone's here. Do you do this? Me and Esperia, it's good to see you in such high spirits. Playing you as Zepp, I began to worry a piece of you had been lost forever. It was a piece of you I cherished, so I'm glad to see you still got it. You know, it should have been obvious I was still around when you were preparing that spell with Esperia. Zepp wouldn't have jumped onto the spell circle if I wasn't. Well, the gambit I had in mind would have only worked if you were still there. I feel bad that every person I know has given their lives to save me. Am I really that special? You must be. Everyone is here. And speaking of personally, I don't have much left to look forward to. I'd probably have given up and done something to myself if you weren't always around. It made it easier to justify doing what I did myself. Sort of like an all or nothing. Either way, I was ready to die. Gosh, well, now I definitely won't lose. It's a shame I can't help out, but Zepp forbids it. I can understand why. I'm giving myself when I succeed here. Zepp wants to make sure I'll be strong enough to move on and not lose hope. Even find new friends, you see. This game he and I are about to play. It's more psychological than the last two. He knows I can survive now. He knows I can fight. All that is left is to see if I can move forward. It's like my life in Britain is over. Yeah. But that's okay. I'd like to get some new memories, some new motivation. If I survive this next encounter, I can promise you, I won't falter. I'll persevere. Even when all hope seems lost, I'll stay alive. You don't owe me that. You should listen to Esperia's advice. No more making stupid promises, okay? I promise nothing. Well, I'll talk to you later, Nola. Seems like I got some introversion to do. Best of luck, Ryo. Hey, Esperia. Hello, Pep. Seems you weren't wrong to believe there's a little bit of good in everyone. I frankly feel a lot more relaxed now, knowing that I can't reach my endgame. At least not from you or your family. I'm sure you can still get what you want, you know? You're pretty good at finding back doors. If you want something badly enough, even when all doorways seem closed, I'm sure you can find another. Yeah, what are you using all that power for? You're trying to overthrow the leader of Helldorf? If there's anything I've learned through all this, it's that no matter how bleak or hopeless shit seems to get, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, a glimmer of hope. You just need to be able to see it. You may be right. Once we're done here, I'm going to go and do some introspection of my own. I have a lot to think about. Well, I believe you can do it, Esperia. You've been trying and working so hard towards it. So you shouldn't quit now just because one door closes. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. Why are you being so nice and supportive? You should be treating me like crap. You did give me a choice, didn't you? I just honestly couldn't be barred holding on to that negative energy. I'd rather just move on and focus on fixing what matters. What's past is past, yeah? Sure, you did a bad thing, or many bad things. Literally destroyed the city. But you did something even I was beginning to believe was impossible for you to do. You saw what was more important, and you've been amending for your crimes ever since. So I believe in you, Esperia, and if I can, you sure as hell should be able to too. I'm nice to you because I'm just overjoyed when we're not enemies any longer. Don't worry, I'll be happy to get out of this with just my sanity intact. Don't beat yourself up over it, okay? Well, I'll try. If we're gonna go make a stupid promise, make me this one. That you won't blame yourself for my choice. I could have let you win, you know? I was ready to take this new level of hardship on, even at the price of whatever I had left. I'm here with all my dead friends now, which is more than I imagine I'd get out of it. So don't even worry. Thank you, Pep. You really are a very sweet child. You're welcome. Off I go then. I wish you good luck, but I get a feeling you never needed it. Can't imagine you failing with all this crazy shit you've lived through. Zepp would basically have to nuke your whole mind to have a hope of winning. Thankfully, he's not stupid enough to do that. Probably. What a strange but interesting mind you have. Burden is no longer yours. Let loose and give your mind the medicine it needs. You're free of whatever burden you feel I place on you. I just want you to be happy. Don't let the past drag you down, okay? I'll be cheering for you. So it's all led up to this. Huh, what an intriguing twist for our story. Yeah, it was still a pretty bleak story. In the end, all we could save was Pep, but will that pay off in the sequels? Oh boy, finale. Looks like your family spirits in Esperia have reinvigorated you. I sense you fear me less than you fear Red Cordial. That's good. The need to be fearless of your future is like I suspect. Does it not strike you as odd that all of Helldorf is watching your legendary soon-to-be finale duel when we shouldn't even exist? That's me they care about, isn't it? Probably. I think Helldorf may not be as loyal to the whims of the universe as you believe. Remember the cloaked monkey? I've seen enough evidence to know that we're not going to stop existing here. Now, if we're done with the chatter, I have a lot of people rooting for me. I have no intention of being the one to disappoint. Make this at least a little mousing for me, won't you, XEPP'S? So, at last, you are beginning to understand. I am all that you fear to become. I am the anti to your morality. The tripwire was crossed when your mother was taken so cruelly from you. And no more Britain. I am simply Zepp. And at long last, may I just say that I want to play a game. What do you mean I can't save? Bring it on. Okay. Why is it turning white? Okay, somebody realized with Zepp, his movement is more unpredictable compared to Esperia's, so getting the 5-tile sweet spot damage is going to be way too hard for me. So I'm just gonna do this a different way. What? It worked? Did I just one-shot him? Pep, that was amazing! Yeah, I just decided to go with the Unga Bunga cleaver weapon because nothing else really worked. I used the item to give myself invincibility, but it increased my damage too? That should not have happened. Because otherwise his patterns it's just too difficult to win a battle of attrition with him. Pep, that was amazing! Seems to have returned to the Angel Gene. Should I reactivate it now? Yeah, go for it. I just want to spend a little more time here. Just say my final goodbyes. Oh, thanks. I'll be waiting for you on your side. Man, what the fuck was that? That final round of him is just me smacking him with a cleaver and somehow that killed him. Did he somehow get hit by the hitbox twice? Is that what happened? I don't understand the damage calculation for the cleaver. It's a shame, but I can't stay. Neither can you. As you've seen, this place is barely big enough for all of me. Live long and keep happy. That's all I ask of you, my boy. Don't blame yourself for what happened to me, okay? I always love you, Pep. Just do what makes you happy, okay? Seems you got quite a future ahead of you. I wish you well, brother. It's an honor to see you fight once more. I'll see you quite soon, Peppy. Yeah, because of the regen, I figured the only choice I had was to just try to smack him with the cleaver and hope it works. I'll be going soon too, but in my first attempt, I actually tried to switch to the cleaver, but didn't actually one-shot him. It did decent damage, but not quite enough to one-shot, and he eventually killed me after getting through my second chance poster as well. So I'm not exactly sure why it one-shot him this time. Just want to say, you've been worth everything, so don't go getting killed too early on, okay? I love you. You too, Nola. You too. So yeah, that was a very anticlimactic round. It was basically try to kill him as quickly as possible because of the stupid regen. The game's ended. You've won. Are you ready to wake up now? Yeah. Alright, good luck with what you're going to do, my host. Everything for your body, mind, and soul should be back to normal. As normal as it gets for you, anyway. It was an honor to fight with and against you. Farewell. Ruins a bomb shop? I leave you here, Rikusen. I don't know what you intend to do, but I already involved myself enough with your life. That's fine with me. It was good to see the other side of you, Esperia. You're an amazing woman. Your passion, your determination, conviction, and cunning. They are only sins if you make them so. And today I've seen your power in a light more powerful than any you claim to have extinguished. But listen, don't change for me or anyone but yourself, okay? If you want to go doing what you've done here today, do what you got. I won't judge you for it. You're very cluey. It's true that this is a special case for me. I'm still spiteful in nature. I don't think that'll ever truly change, but I won't bring anyone to that point again. For my sake, my next victim may not be so forgiving. I don't intend to become what I hate in life. Heh, well, you need to worry about me. The trip will be lonely, but I'm told I've got some help. Take care of yourself, Esperia. You too, ta-ta. So do I make a clear file or something? It was a nice home while it lasted, but time to let the dead lie. I suppose the only thing left to do is the thing I'm best at. And there was a road leading out there. Never to plan, never to ponder, only to proactively persevere. It was where that secret passage, but I couldn't use it. Oh man, this game, the ending was kind of, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Esperia's forgiveness did come a bit too quickly. But maybe the next game will give us some more time to give her a better kind of redemption arc, because that is going to be very difficult. Yeah. I do, at the very least, she did acknowledge that she doesn't deserve forgiveness, and I don't think Nola herself has completely forgiven her. So they've at least got that part, I guess, but still feels like way fast. It feels like a way faster character flip than what happened with Reveal from Nocturne Rebirth, who at least had a lot of time to try to let his feelings about the humans sink in. The humans of Algies. Yeah, he was starting to care for them, but didn't understand why, and had to spend quite a lot of time trying to figure things out for himself. But here, Esperia kind of did a 180 the moment she killed Savoli. And having Britain destroyed doesn't feel like it was really necessary for a story arc and trying to get a squeeze one boss fight out of Nola. So, wait, is that the Angel version? Or is that Savoli or the Angel Pep? What? No, that's Savoli. Doesn't have the same eyes as Pep. As for the voice acting, I think that you need to turn up the volume a bit, because it can be kind of loud. Yeah, it's not. It's a bit quiet compared to the background music. Thanks for playing. Yeah, seriously, what the hell happened in that last battle? My first attempt, I died horribly because I didn't realize I should use a cleaver until it was too late. But then next time I go in with a cleaver, boom, somehow one-shot him. I don't understand what the fuck happened. Like, seriously, these damage calculations can be so weird. I don't even know how that one-shot attack worked. Like, usually enemies get a little bit of mercy and invincibility when they get hit, so I don't think he got twice the damage. He received twice the damage there. Was it because the lollipop? I think I activated the lollipop out of just to see if I could rush him down with my cleaver without any interruption. Could the lollipop somehow up to my damage enough to just one-shot him with the cleaver? Yeah, when you need to DPS against and not care about anything else, the cleaver is pretty much your best bet. As for gameplay, yeah, this is basically a game about figuring out tricky hitboxes from both the enemies and your own weapons. Yeah, some weapons definitely felt more meta than others. The Lich Reaper is definitely easy to use for at long distance. But if the enemies actually have to chase you, then the Recusant Glaive can be pretty good as well. And then the cleaver is just, you just need DPS and can't really worry about any other attribute at all. Yeah. I don't know if that was the right way to win that battle. Somehow using that lollipop might have helped me, I'm not sure. Yeah, that last bit about Zepp having doubled weapon damage only came up at the end when I'm no longer able to use him, huh? Yeah. Apparently, yeah, for most of the game, it's actually pretty hard to tell because you're not gonna have much of a point of comparison. You're able to switch between Pep and Zepp. You're actually able to activate Zepp as like a temporary buff, kind of like what Savoli does to empower herself. It would become way more obvious what kind of damage difference is happening. But if you can only control him for specific story reasons, then it becomes way less obvious, unless you do very specific comparisons, like in that 4th Esperia fight. Thanks for playing. Still, there is one mystery. The door in Explode's shop. I was never able to open it, yet on the developer's playthrough, she was able to. Is it possible it's like a dev-specific thing? Or maybe I failed a condition earlier in the game that would have allowed me to do it. Or maybe breaking sequence earlier might have fucked me up on that one to prevent me from ever opening this. Yeah, I think it's possible sequence breaking fucked me over and prevent me from being able to do anything about that. Honestly, this is a pretty jank action game. I wouldn't say it's my... honestly, I think as far as action RPG Maker games go, I would honestly prefer games like Absented Age and Soaring Machina Rie. For one thing, the hitboxes are way more intuitive for both you and your enemy. And you can actually... Pausing in battle to switch weapons and skills and such actually works. So that you aren't just panic switching and hoping you don't accidentally fuck up and get killed by an enemy while you're switching. And also, it's not strictly tile-based movement, which can make some positioning really awkward. Yes. Although Absent Age only goes pure tile-based the moment you switch to turn-based mode, but in action mode, it's not tile-based. It's more pixel-based, so that your movement feels a bit more fluid, a bit more intuitive. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly consider those two the gold standard for action RPG Maker games. Mostly well optimized, not strictly tile-based, and you can actually pause for item usage or weapon switching or whatever. Yeah. And the ending, yeah, that last bit with Esperia, I'm still kind of iffy on it. Hopefully she will prove me wrong in a future game, because apparently there's more in this continuity. Anyways, that's it for Perseverance Full Clearance. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and maybe try the game for yourself.